I'm a Sourcey car racer, and this one almost didn't happen. I had a long week at work. And by the time Friday night came around, I wasn't even thinking about racing anymore, because on Friday night, I was still working until like 10 p.m. I was announcing a Powder Puff football game, and then I ended up with like only 4 hours of sleep. And then when the alarm went off, there was a real moment in my head where I thought, should I even go? But you know I did anyway. And just going anyway set the tone for the rest of the day. So yeah, the drive out to Delta. And that's where I started to realize what kind of day was going to be ahead of me. I wasn't fully there mentally, not just tired, but a little slower too. And that matters, because racing is not just about the car. It's also about how fast you can process what's going on in front of you. And I already knew I wasn't going to be reacting as quickly as I, normally would. But then you get to the track and, everything shifts. You see the layout, you see the cars, and it just feels good to be there. We don't get to race out at Delta as much as we'd like to. So seeing familiar faces and meeting, some of you guys out there was a real joy. It really woke me up for the day. And that means a lot to me. So yeah, we got all the cars on the table, and, they looked really good. Which is kind of crazy considering how everything seemed just so rushed throughout the week. But I've learned that just because something looks right doesn't mean it is right. So I'm glad I was here to be able to shake down the cars before the race day actually started. So starting with Nitro, I fire up the engine. And right away, something feels a little bit off. It's something kind of late. And with the conditions that day, high humidity, low temperatures, high wind, it's not really where you want to be starting. So now I'm thinking, did I miss something? Is this going to be a problem later? But instead of rushing it, I worked through it. Made small adjustments. Took my time. And eventually it came around. And when it did, it sounded like a completely different engine. Nice. And this was the first moment where I was like, all right, we got something here. So yeah, I go out for nitro practice and something doesn't feel right. My car keeps pushing into turns. And now it's confusing because the engine feels good. The car doesn't right now. So now I'm asking myself, is it the setup? Is it the track? Did I miss something during the rebuild this week? So yeah, I find it. The brake linkage came loose. And honestly, that kind of bothered me because it wasn't the conditions. That's not bad luck. That's just something I should have caught. Fortunately, though, that's an easy fix, and, got it done and got back out on the track. And now everything makes sense again. Engine feels good, and the car feels just right. And that's a big moment because I'm not guessing anymore. Because now, I can actually focus on driving. So now, switching over to Ebuggy, that felt good right away. Like, better than it has in a while. Because I'm not really great at Ebuggy. And that's important because now I know, not just my Nitro buggy as well, my Ebuggy program is in the building too. And honestly, That's probably a reason why you see a lot of Mugen cars at Delta RC and Antioch. They're just really consistent at this track. They do what you expect them to do.
Did you pick the top up?
So yeah, going into Q1 for Ebuggy, I knew the car had pace, but mentally, I wasn't there yet. I think my driver limit was set to the low setting. My reactions were slower and I wasn't picking up on the transitions as quickly. I felt like I was basically relearning the track at a slower speed this day. So instead of pushing, I decided to, well, gear it down a little bit. Not the car, but in my head. It's not because the car couldn't do it, it's because, well, me, the proverbial we, just weren't there yet. So yeah, going into Nitro qualifying, it felt a little bit different. The engine was pretty dialed, the car felt good, though the track was changing. There was a lot of wind blowing dust into the racing lane. And now, the grip wasn't building up like the way I had expected. Note that the driver condition wasn't that stable either. And at that point, I just stopped setting expectations on what the track would do. I just had to accept what's right in front of me, because this is real off-road racing. Moving on to Q2 for Ebuggy. Yeah, pretty much the same story. And honestly, that was kind of my lowest point of the day mentally. Because I knew that the car was really good, but I, JV, just didn't feel that sharp. And when I'm not sharp, everything feels just harder. So I stayed conservative again. The result reflected that. Now, Nitro Q2, I actually felt pretty good out there. And even with the rather challenging conditions, the car felt pretty consistent. I was starting to trust it more. And at that point, I knew I had something pretty solid going into the main. Well, yeah, after qualifying, that put me in the B-main for the Ebuggy. And yeah, it's a place that I really don't like being in, but I knew exactly why I was there. Going into the Ebuggy B-main, that's where my mindset shifts. I made a tire change and focused on getting more forward bite. And that simplified everything mentally. The goal wasn't speed, it was staying clean. And then a few laps in, I could see it. I wasn't faster, but I was more consistent. And well, that was enough. So yeah, so I finished third in that B-main, enough for me to bump into the A-main. Nothing flashy in this case, just execution. Going into Ebuggy A-main, there was literally no time to reset. I couldn't even turn a wrench. I just only had time to hit charge on the charger. And at that point, I'm just super happy to be there.
Whoa! Oh, wow.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Trevor London. 2G done. Jim Yam done. Jeremy Violet done.
Then we go into the Nitro A-main.
Down and quiet, down and quiet.
And this is where it really matters. Early on, I made some mistakes, lost concentration, and well, fell back. And it kind of felt like the same pattern from earlier on in the day.
Alright, so vice rear leads go. Cross that loop. One cross, 2 point behind, 5 point cross the track. One cross the other go. That chip goes right on the grip upright.
But then something clicked.
6 5 2 cross the chip goes. On a step back there, the Gen 6 loop. One cross on the loop. Chip goes all white wheels. Kind of stays all right.
I didn't go all the way out there on 4 hours of sleep. After that kind of week at work, I just literally roll around out there.
We're at that 4-minute mark. 2 and 3. Oh, look like Chet inside the house on the bar. On the cliff, here you go, Chet and y'all white. And it's
I know where I stand in this field. I know I'm not the fastest guy out there. But I'm not going to go out there like I'm some pushover either.
I was real fast.
So I did an overdrive. I didn't force anything. I just started commuting more. Being more decisive. Trusting what I was doing. And that's a different kind of energy.
As long as I'm not getting hurt right now. Sorry for that.
Not emotional. Just intentional. And once I found that, everything settled in.
Getting bumpy.
Alright, so that's where you're looking for car top 3 to back up look in and you make sure top 5.
Car felt good.
Are you at right now?
Number 7 minutes 31 seconds. The top drivers are Bryce Beaver, Chet Miller.
I'm gonna have 8.7.5 down, 7.5 left.
Going another lap.
Engine stayed
I like
consistent.
moving on the edge. Nah, she got the old way. I'm cutting it back. That was hella windy, dude. That was all wind. That's crazy. All right, now it's
Even Elijah's pit stops were clean.
Into race 6.5 left. Bryce Beaver crossing that loop. Low, into 2 spots.
Where the hell am I?
There we go. Into the first set doubles, now to the second set.
And I was finally driving like I was meant to be there.
Check, yo,
After 9 minutes 1 second, the top drivers are
When did I
Bryce
come in?
Beaver,
8
Chet
something?
Miller, Marc Cross, Brad Midland, and Ebuggy B-main.
Oh yeah, almost 9 minute tank. Oh yeah. Was he gurgling down there? Yeah. We had a bottle.
And all white, all yellow. Here's your second, third ballot out. Check, 2. Mark to get a pass. Mark. Now, Mark to the 2. You got constant lap traffic. Mark on yellow. A tiny gap on Chet right now. So that's staying on course. Chet is not too far behind. Chet.
You having fun, Chad? Oh yeah. Me too. Good.
We got a lap car between them. All yellow, broken in 2. All white, Chet right there crossing that loop. Looks like Mark's getting some lap traffic. Looks like Chet got lap track run. You guys see all white or all yellow at the end of the straightaway. That's your second and third place, balance it out. Mark get it wrong. Here comes Chet. All right, 10 out down. 4:30 left.
10 minutes 31 seconds. The top drivers are Bryce Beaver.
And honestly, even though I didn't make it on the box, it felt like a win. After racing, we have to marshal, the next race. So they put me at the end of the straight to marshal. You know, after the first jump and the first turn. You know, one of the worst places I could pick to marshal. I remember saying at the start of the race, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I don't want to die.
Oh God. God help me! Don't let me die!
All right, guys, this is going to be our match. Ebuggy A-main teach you how to turn
Oh, not
Take
bad.
Seiki to a win. That's Caroline and the gray truck.
Oh, not bad, not bad, not bad.
But at the same time, I was enjoying it.
And the rest of the field.
That wasn't that bad. That was all right.
Watching those trucky guys.
All right, you're right now leader. RTQ Caroline, gray truck, yellow rose, and it's going to Jeremy here today, yellow, blue, and white. In the 3 spot, you got Marc Story, then Carson Crown, Don Lewis, here, Roy Cosby, Frank Todd, Joe Kevin, Sean and Citizen, Aaron Crowell, and Daryl Gray Ross in front for this one, for not first lap, on the white short trucky. That's race we go, Red, Joe
Oh, and the winner, Trevor? Dude, did he put on a clinic or what?
I got off the tire! We got a bagel! Someone there!
And it's cool to step back sometimes and just appreciate how good everybody is out there.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
So yeah, there was a time I used to come out here to Delta RC and well, I DNF all the time. But today, everything stayed together. That's preparation. It's progress. And yeah, that feels good. So yeah, it wasn't about being the fastest guy out there for me. It was about showing up ready. As ready as possible, despite what life brings to us. It's about enjoying the process. It's about showing up ready. It's about giving yourself a chance. And we did all of that today. So yeah, I didn't make it on the box, but it was a great day. And you went racing with me, JVGoesRacing. I can't wait to see you at the track again soon.